Between insidious invaders from outer space and the effects of radiation, outside forces constantly trampled the island of Japan, or at least miniature sets of it. Much of the destruction was under the creative direction of Ishiro Honda, who amazed children and adults alike in movie theaters or much smaller film houses. We all sat in shock as we gazed at the 5 sci-fi movie favorites by Ishiro Honda. Number 5. The Mysterians. Directed by Ishiro Honda and starring Kenja Sahara, Muku Kuchi, Tomoyuki Tanaka, George Furness, Haruo Nakajima, Yumi Shirakawa, Akihiko Hirata, and Takashi Samura. Not-so-natural disasters are suddenly occurring on Earth. Aliens called Mysterians are causing these events with the help of a giant robot. Most of the movie revolves around blowing up realistic-looking miniatures. Movie-going children who played with toy soldiers delighted at all the sights and sounds of the attack on the big screen. When the Mysterians finally sit down to talk, the people on Earth notice that the aliens are a bit insincere in their intentions. Not only do they want land, but they request 5 Earth women, 3 of which they've already abducted. To their benefit, the Mysterians have a fantastic invention where people can talk to one another on television.
Darling.
I'm alive, as you can see.
Number 4. The H-Man. Directed by Ishiro Honda and starring Kenja Sahara, Yumi Kirakawa, Akihiko Hirata, Yashifumi Tajima, Koriga Sanda, and Yoshio Ditochiya. People are mysteriously disappearing, and others can find only their clothing. A scientist and a ballroom singer
I'm completely under your spell.
Team up with the police in hopes of figuring out the mystery. The scientist discovers that nuclear radiation from hydrogen bomb testing in the nearby Pacific Ocean alters some residents and dissolves them into a jelly-like substance. Number 3. Battle in Outer Space. Directed by Ishiro Honda and starring Ryoko Anze, Yoshio Yushishiya, Leonard Stanford, Yo Yakibi, Minoru Takada, Koriya Sanda, and Haseya Hito. An unknown force destroys an orbital platform. A bridge is lifted in the air, sending a train hurtling to the ground, and many other unusual disasters occur across the globe. The world's nations pull together and discover that directed extreme cold has caused a loss of gravity. Scientists build 2 rocket ships after determining that the disasters are attacks from aliens from outer space. A specially selected crew will head toward the moon to attack the alien base, but the enemy has possessed a crew member unbeknownst to anyone.
It is over. We have implanted our life in your brain, and you are now our slave.
She's down.
The crew rally to weaken the alien base on the moon, but a war between Earth and the aliens is approaching.
2, 1.
0.
X-Wing fighter pilots nor Viper pilots saw this coming as Earth's defenders furiously speed towards the battle in outer space. Number 2, Mothra. Directed by Ishiro Honda and starring Yumi Ito and Emi Ito, Frankie Sakai, Jerry Ito, Hiroshi Kiyozumi, Kyoko Kagawa, and Hiroyu Nakajima. Scientists rally to understand the effects of radiation on an isolated island, and surprisingly they discover 2 1-foot-tall women. Criminal explorers kidnap the tiny princesses from their island paradise. By doing so, a giant caterpillar hatches and is driven to return the princesses to their home. The monster destroys whatever lies between it and its quest.
He's going to ram us! Forward! Hand over!
When the military believes they have defeated the giant insect, the creature instead becomes stronger. Number 1, Godzilla vs. The Thing. Directed by Ishiro Honda and starring Akira Takarada, Hiroshi Koizumi, Yaruko Hoshi, Hiroyu Nakajima, Yu Fujiki, Yumi Ito and Emi Ito, Kasumi Tezuka, and Kenja Sahara. During the winter of 1964, my mother gave my brother and me a treat by taking us to the huge RKO Palace Theater on 47th Street to see a new Godzilla movie. During a violent storm, an enormous egg is dislodged from a hillside and floated to sea. It washes ashore on the island of Japan, where unscrupulous individuals seek to profit from it. Mothra and the twins from her island contact newspaper reporters.
Over there!
The twins request that someone return the egg, but the criminals who own it refuse to give it up. Because of past nuclear testing, Godzilla rises from the ground and begins to wreak havoc on Japan.
We persuaded the thing to help you.
Mothra flies to stop Godzilla's rampage, but the monster weakens the giant insect in the fight. As she lies close to death, the egg begins to hatch. Thanks for the watch. Don't forget to give a like, hit the subscribe button, and check out my many other endless perceptions.